And no Joe checking in, man, and today I want to talk about why you 100% need AI in 2026 and why you need AI in 2026 and so on, right? So have you not noticed that recently a lot of people have been getting laid off? Big companies have been laying off people because they do not need as many humans in their business. And it doesn't mean that you don't need humans at all. You always need humans, you understand, but you don't need as many. For example, in the business we in, wholesaling real estate, you don't necessarily need as many lead managers, right? Because AI will actually call all of your follow-up leads for you, and they actually sound almost as good as humans. I actually played, like my acquisition guy played a message where the AI, I played a conversation, a recorded call where the AI was talking to a homeowner, and he was like, oh, that's AI? He thought it was somebody else that worked for our team, right? But either way it go, you know what I mean? People are already getting used to talking to AI anyway. And the beautiful thing about AI callers, AI lead managers is that they don't get tired. They don't get sleepy, you know what I'm saying? You know, they don't need a day off. You can run them all day, every day, 24/7 if you like, right? The way to use AI is when, you know, texting. So AI will text and respond back to all of your leads. So in the past, we would need to hire real virtual assistants to text back, you know what I mean, these homeowners, which, you know, it could get up there to 500, even 1,000 a month per texter. So you talking, if you got 3 texters, that's 3,000 a month. Versus if you go to Wham leads, you might pay 300 a month, you know, with the AI text and the caller. Or with the lowest tier plan, you pay $97 a month with just the AI texters. You see what I'm saying? Look how much money you saving. So AI is here. AI is here to stay. Don't get left behind because you are not hopping on the AI. You get what I'm saying? So you could book a free call below, you know, if you want to go over the Wham leads demo. And also I got a school community. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. I got a school community that show you actually how to use the AI, how to work it, you know what I mean? So you can get massive deals. It has 100% been changing our business and taking us to the next level 100%, hands down, right? Because I might send out an SMS campaign, right? And I remember I was like in the gym, and when I left the gym, AI had already booked appointments. It already actually started negotiating for me. Honestly, AI was already negotiating for me. So, I mean, hands down, that's a game changer, man, you know what I mean? So, booked appointments, negotiating, outreach to the buyers and the sellers for you, you know what I mean? Follow-up calls, like, I mean, it's just hands down amazing, you know what I mean? I don't know what I would do without it nowadays, if I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? So tap in, man. Don't get left and don't sleep. A lot of people be sleeping, man. You know what I mean? They think it's just a trend or some people don't believe in it yet, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? You will believe in it eventually. You know what I mean? And like I said, so you working with the AI. You know what I mean? It does a lot of the work for you, but you know what I was thinking too? I'm working on implementing something to where the AI will actually send contracts for you. That's something that I'm working on, you know what I'm saying, make happen. You know what I'm saying? How the AI actually, you know, look at it like a comp calculator and actually lowball the seller. And if the seller actually accepts that offer, it will actually go inside of the Wham lead system and send the contract, right? But that's something that I'm working on. Stay tuned for that, you know what I mean? But as of right now, what's working today, what you can get signed up and start working today is the AI text, the AI caller, you know what I'm saying, and get these deals closed, man. So the follow-up system we got on Wham leads is just insane. Like, I'm talking about leads that I pulled an old leads list from years ago, and he's finally ready to sell, and they signed the contract, man. So like I said, you know, I'm gonna show y'all more demos, you know what I mean? I forgot what company it was. I think it was Salesforce. I don't remember the exact number, but they laid off. It's a lot of talk on social media where they're saying, like, you know, AI is going to replace humans, right? I don't really think so much that it's going to necessarily replace humans, but unfortunately it will take some jobs. But, you know, you just got to know how to adapt. As an entrepreneur, if you learn how to use AI in your business, it actually makes things faster, makes things more cost effective, more cheaper, and it makes your business more profitable. So, you know, I think that it's a beautiful thing if you ask me, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's something to where like AI is gonna replace humans altogether, you know what I mean? But it will replace a lot of jobs, you know what I mean? So especially like a lot of calling and stuff like that. Like me personally, I feel I'm gonna need, you know, disposition people to get on the phone with Claude. But as far as like simple stuff where it's like, hey, did you get my text message about the property you wanna sell? Seller's like, yes. Oh, okay, how soon you looking to sell? Oh, okay, what price you want to sell for? What condition it, like that's easy stuff that can ask. That's not really sales and negotiation. That's just simple questions. So it don't really make sense to pay a bunch of money for a human to do that when AI can do it just as good or even better. You see what I'm saying? So it'd be stuff like that where it's like, you know, you saving a lot of money, because I've even known some businesses to where, you know, they actually had, like I know some wholesale companies literally had like 4, 5 lead managers, you know, for follow-up. They probably was spending at least $4,000 or $5,000 a month just in lead managers. Do you understand that this AI can run through thousands of leads in minutes, seconds, however fast you want it to go? So, you know what I'm saying, when I first hopped on it, it was blown away. And you know, it came a long way, because when I first got into the AI thing, it wasn't really, it was sounding too robotic. But now I got to the point to where I figured out how to make it really sound like a human. You know what I'm saying? But even when it wasn't sounding like a human, people have gotten used to talking to robots. Okay, we're talking to robot more than they enjoy talking to a human in some cases, you know what I mean? Maybe not with sales and negotiation, but, you know, because I would call in, you know what I'm saying, to try to get my oil changed, right? And at first I'm like, oh, it's an AI receptionist. But then I'm like, man, hurry up and get me to a human. But then, you know what I'm saying, they asked me my questions. They asked me questions, I answered the questions. And then by the end of the conversation, I didn't even need a human anymore. You see what I'm saying? So even me, myself, I was like, man, I'm cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, shit, I got my question answered and case closed. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the point I'm trying to make, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, click the link below, Wham Leads, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go ahead and get a free demo, you know, also join the school community, you know what I mean? Because you're definitely gonna want to know how to wholesale in today's market and on how to use AI. So absolutely sign up, get started. Let's take this thing to the next level, man. I'm telling you right now, if you follow my instructions, you will see success. Because I'm telling you how to do everything that I'm already doing myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm actually implementing it in my business every day, every week, every month, man. So yeah, tap in, Bando Joe. Peace.